Welcome to another CPU installation. This time I'm replacing the Phanteks TC14PE with the Prolimatech Megahalems cooler. And I'm really not... This is probably the smallest cooler of the bunch, so I'm not expecting it to do the best, but I'm curious about it. I really like Prolimatech's GPU cooler, the MK26. So for that reason I was kind of curious what Prolimatech had to offer on the CPU side. And this is an older cooler. It's kind of almost a classic cooler from almost 10 years ago. But it doesn't quite hold up today so much, but we'll see how it does. The Phanteks cooler actually did really well, better than I expected. Just like the Thermalright cooler before it, it passed my 80-watt test with almost identical results. So far the Thermalright, the Grand Macho, and this Phanteks TC14PE have done the best. Before that, the Rygentek and Scythe coolers did well, but not quite as well as this one. After the Prolimatech cooler, I'm going to test the no-fan CR95C just to see how that one compares. And I'll put all the results together and figure out how they all match up against each other. There we go. This backplate should pull right off. And this is the backplate provided by Prolimatech. There are 4 small O-rings here to hold these, I don't know, what is this called here? A nut? Oh, you know what? I think I did this backwards. I'll have to correct myself here. music, by the way, is from Move D and Pete Namlook. Okay, one more here. Now this should just set in place like that. Okay. That looks good. Thought that might happen. At least until I can get these guys in. That's tight. So for fanless cooling, I'm going to position it like this, which means I want these to be like this. Actually, this one goes up here. Nick, what is OTR? Over the road, okay. I see. So, solid state PC. You can do that with a Ryzen APU for less demanding games, or you can do a Fanless PC with a graphics card, but that's going to require more power and it's going to be quite a bit bigger. So it kind of depends on what kind of games you want to play. But something like the HDPlex H1 case or HDPlex H5 case, if you want a graphics card, would be a good choice. Alright. If you wanted to go with a dedicated GPU, so if you're okay with a GTX 1650, which is a 75 watt processor, your options would be, you could use a case like this and use the Prolimatech MK25 GPU cooler. That will work fanlessly, but you won't want to go over 75 watts with that. If you want more than 75 watts for the dedicated GPU, you'd have to go with the HDPlex H5 case or a Monster Labo case. With a Monster Labo case, you can go up to 150, 160 watts, which allows you to use a RTX 2060, for example, and possibly an RTX 3060 when those are available. So look at Monster Labo. Okay, I think this is in there and it's quite secure. It seems a little loose actually. Let me see if I can tighten it more. That's as tight as it will go. Okay, so I'll see how this does, and then tomorrow I'll be back to test the No Fan CR95 cooler. Before that, I'll test this one and let you know how it goes. Thanks for watching.